Hello, my star seeds. This is Seren, the cosmic nymph, and I'm super excited to finally introduce myself. I've prepared a few images to help us along the way, so if you'll excuse me just a moment while I get those set up. Let's see. Boop. A boop. And, oh, let me move myself out of the way really quick. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So, let's start with the about me. So as I said, I am a cosmic nymph, and what that means is basically I come from space. I don't know how old I am or where I come from exactly. I just kind of appeared one day, like, here I am. I can change shape, and my main form is of a deer-like creature, and I'll put an image of that on the screen. But to be a little more relatable, maybe, to the inhabitants on Earth, I decided to take a more humanoid shape. It may be a little hard to see, but I have very teeny tiny protostars on my collar and on my cloak. Here, let me see. Let me show you a little bit better. You can kind of see them, all sparkly and cute. Those are basically my children. Well, my foster children. It's not really my job to take care of them, but I wanted to make sure that they wouldn't get sucked up by a black hole or anything. So I decided to keep them with me while they grow and gather energy. And so eventually they can get bigger and turn into stars similar to your sun and release a lot more energy. The reason why I am here on Earth and introducing myself to all of you is because I came across you guys while I was flying around the Milky Way galaxy, and I think your kind is super fascinating. So I thought maybe I could mingle with you all a little bit and kind of get to know you and maybe make some friends so I'm not so lonely when I'm doing my duties, or so I'm not so lonely in the off time when I'm not performing my duties, and searching for other little protostars to help out. I really enjoy creating art. Everything I've made here is made by me. I really love colorful art, especially, as you can see, it's probably super obvious by everything that I've done. But yeah, I really like super colorful and super happy. I also really love playing video games, and I love human food, especially cookies. Okay, and with my short intro out of the way, let's get to likes and dislikes and other random stuff. Oh, hold on, you can't see me. There I am. Hello. Okay, so for my likes, I love magical girls. They're probably one of my favorite things in the whole entire world, universe, maybe. I just find them so adorable, and there's so many different kinds of magical girls, and they're just, they're lovely. I also really love art, all forms of art, really, especially really cool character designs and environmental art. Really just all different kinds. I also really love human food, as I said, especially cookies and sushi. Sushi's also really good. I also love the outdoors. I haven't really been able to go outside much because it's been very cold, and despite being a nymph who spends much of her time in space where there isn't much heat, the stars on my cloak help keep me warm. But the current weather here on Earth, or at least in the part of Earth where I am, it's winter. That's a little bit hard to deal with. Somehow it's a little more difficult to stay warm here. That probably doesn't make any sense. Anyway, moving on. I also love fantasy, especially high fantasy with elves and magic and wizards and all that kind of thing. I find it super inspiring. And I love animals. I currently have a lot of pets other than my babies that are right here. My other babies are 3 rats named Sunny, Bean, and Frosty. I also have 2 cats named Molly and Diana. And I have a fish named Saka. So things I don't like so much are, it's really not that much, but I don't like judgmental people. I think I very much subscribe to live and let live. As long as nobody is being harmed, then there's no harm done, and you should just let people be and focus on living your own life. I also am not a big fan of grimdark genres or realistic fantasy, such as like Game of Thrones or like The Witcher. Like I just yeah, not a fan. It's a little too much for me. And I okay, and in the other category, I have a few of my favorite things because I really like discussing favorites. So I would love to know your favorites for all of these too. So if you want to leave a comment down below, that'd be really cool. My favorite color is orange. As you can see, my whole carpet is orange basically. And I just think it's such a happy and bright color. It just makes me really happy to look at it. My favorite games are Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Super Mario 64, Celeste, and the Story of Seasons games, which used to be known as Harvest Moon. But there's a whole thing about that. But basically, I like really colorful games that aren't super stressful. Well, Celeste is a little stressful, but I don't know, it's worth it. My favorite anime are Sailor Moon. I like both the original and Crystal. I definitely prefer the original, but I'm super excited about the movies that are coming out this year. So I hope that those are a little better than Crystal has been, but you know, we'll see. Yuki Yuna is a Hero is also one of my favorites. And then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which I've probably seen about 5 times now. And Nichijou. That's like my go-to, like if I'm bored or if I'm feeling a little sad, I just look up a bunch of Nichijou clips. It's good stuff. All right, and for manga, I don't read a whole lot of manga, so I only have a few favorites, and those are Yona of the Dawn. It's an anime, but the anime doesn't go super far into the story, whereas the manga is long. I think it's at like almost a chapter 180 or something like that. It's been a while since I've checked up on it, but it's still going, and I highly recommend it. It's so good. Midori no Hibi, that is one of the first manga I read, and it's very strange. Yeah, just look it up. It's strange, but it's really cute. It's kind of my guilty pleasure. And then, of course, the Sailor Moon manga. And then these are anime that I don't skip the openings on. I didn't know what to put in this blank space. So these aren't necessarily my favorite anime, but I will never skip the openings for Attack on Titan, Steins Gate, Ancient Magus Bride, Madoka Magica, or Sailor Moon. I will watch the anime openings and endings a lot of the time too. Okay, so finally, I would like to talk about my goals and plans. Oh, oop, hello. I would like to talk about my goals and plans, and these are kind of a mix of for YouTube and for Twitch. I plan to be streaming. I don't have a set schedule yet, but one of my goals is to have like a consistent streaming and upload schedule. I think I'll be able to stream on Fridays at least, so yeah, we'll see. But I'm gonna be working on having a consistent upload schedule. I also want to do lots of collabs. I'm kind of shy. I know a lot of people are, but I think it would be a lot of fun to do collabs with different people. So if you're interested in a collab, I like a whole variety of different games, or we could do an art collab where we're drawing. That'd be really fun too. So yeah, feel free to reach out. I'm super friendly, and well, I think I'm friendly anyway, and I like meeting new people. So don't be afraid to reach out, definitely. I also want to draw lots of art. I've been drawing a lot of art, but before that, I went on a huge art hiatus for a couple of years. I would only draw maybe a couple pieces a year, but I want that to change, and I'm feeling very inspired right now, so hopefully I can keep up that momentum. I'm also working on well, not working on, but I have a super secret project planned for June, so definitely look forward to that. And I also just want to meet a lot of people and have fun. So finally, let's go back. Let's see. Oop. Bring me behind this. There we go. Finally, I would like to... Oh. Finally, I would like to show off some of my expressions and animations. I'm going to be releasing a video really soon about I'm going to be releasing a video soon with all of the different animations, like a showcase video, but I thought I'd show them off right now. So let me just step back a little bit so you can better see. Okay, so I have surprise, where I'm like, ooh, okay. I have starry eyes, which you saw. I'm probably gonna be in this expression a lot because a lot of things give me starry eyes. And I could be very sad. This is very sad. This is when nobody will collab with me. Okay, and I could be angry when I die a lot in a video game. You probably actually won't see that one very often. I don't get that angry. Maybe. We'll see. Well, I don't get that angry because I don't play League anymore. Anyway, and I could also be super shy and blushy. Don't look at me. Okay, and let me show off some animations. Here's my super excited. Yay, I did it! And when I'm really excited, yeah, starry eyes again. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to, okay, get rid of those. All right. And I can do super blushy. And I can cry when I'm really sad. And when I do something really stupid, I could have a little sweat drop. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I am so super excited to meet all of you guys and to start streaming. In fact, my first stream is going to be on Friday at 2:30 Eastern Time. So please don't miss it. My social media is there at, yeah, there. Twitch TV/SerenFei. I'm going to be playing, well, you'll see. You just have to come watch. Anyway, I hope you guys have oh my gosh. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye!